Yeah, they killin' and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Down, 18 Gator.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Check 37, check 37. Protein spill. To go.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
49. Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Bridgestone, travel. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
On 1st and 10, Tomlinson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll run it with Jackson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Let's go. 8, read.
I'm coming for you, son.
Go.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Move.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. Dorsett's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Five.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
70, Indy. Topper, Topper.
Twins. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
X3, 218, Chopper.
Check, 55 to Mike. Ricky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Tomlinson. It's complete to Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two draw Porker. Get it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Alpha.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
2nd and 3. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Dorsett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
18
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, Tomlinson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Balazs out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 30 base.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, 5. Yep.
Throwing again. Tomlinson. He finds Kalen Balazs, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go. 8-3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
60 outlaw. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 26. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it. 61, matchbox lights. Now.
They run it with Balaj. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
49-5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tomlinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Set 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter.
Big stop, let's go. Whip. Watch the whip. Undercrunch.
Hey, Haywood.
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yes. Topper, hit it.
1st and 10, stick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Slam. X3, 218, chopper. Let go.
Off play action, it's stick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I got you. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. They can't hang with us. 44, Mike, 44. I'm here all
to throw again, Tomlinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on third down, Tomlinson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
SOS. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stick nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Ready, break.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on. Look, squeeze. He's going. We got double up.
Check.
Go on.
Showing it.
Check. Hey.
Check, hot.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Here we go.
Now.
Let's go, let's bring it.
On the ball. 55. Hey, Echo. 55. Deep rip.
On third down, it's Stick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Box drop.
Get that ball. Mike's 49.
Go.
All day, every day, any day. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing again. Tomlinson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mike's 49.
Go.
49. Focus, defense, focus.
Yep.
49, guys. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Here it comes. 49.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Shoot.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. General West. Look at me. Go, go. Yo, go, go.
Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Hey, seam 6, get it.
Stick from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll throw on 2nd down and stick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Stick looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Tomlinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get them 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
218, chop, lead grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Check 99, check 99. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare, flare.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Tomlinson. Dorsett making the catch. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 27, Stick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Don't get nervous. Fire.
Throwing on 1st down. Tomlinson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Go, go.
To throw on 3rd down, Tomlinson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Tomlinson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do.
On the ready.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, high 7.
44, Mike, 44.
Now.
44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
44.
2nd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Back to throw. Tomlinson, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Fire.
On 4th down, Tomlinson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Bravo. Ready.
From the gun, Tomlinson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, echo. Slide. Greystone, travel. Yep.
Let blow. 49, guys. Mike.
Deep river.
Looking to throw. Tomlinson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Zoo.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got you. Mike's 49. Mike.
Go.
49.
On 4th down, Tomlinson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On 1st and 10, Tomlinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Tomlinson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Back to throw. Tomlinson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah. Hey!
Mike 49. Guys, it's game step.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 60-or.
From the gun, Tomlinson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tomlinson's pass intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kalen Ballage with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught by Henry. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Stay with your man. Switch. 25. Check 20. Let's go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.